Hi, Vortex. So, I've been thinking about something that's really, really important. It's called empathy. A lot of people don't have it. A lot of people pretend to have it. But, let me tell you something. People that have real empathy don't constantly go on the internet and whine. That's not something they do because they're too busy, going out and actually helping actual people. So it amuses me quite a bit that these internet people can think for a second that they give more of a fuck than people like me that actually take the time to do research and read books and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy that, like, the Twitter pieces of shit think that they're more relevant than somebody that has the audacity to question the status quo. Okay, good. My general manager is not here. Every time I see her van, I just want to throw rocks at it. Nobody likes her, but she's one of those people, kind of like the Twitter people, no self-awareness whatsoever. Thinks that everybody loves her, nobody likes her at all. But, she's the bee's knees according to her. Nobody likes her. But, anyway. Empathy. So, I would say this country's pretty screwed up because people don't have actual empathy. They love to pretend that they do, but the psychiatric drugs that they're on are gonna, suck out all of that empathy that was ever there to begin with. And unfortunately, the 85% of society that's deaf, dumb, and blind, they're going to continue to do things that will eventually mean their demise. Now, of course they don't know this, but if you try to tell them, they'll tell you that you're stupid. They'll tell you that you're the one that's ignorant, even though you're the one that's done research. Now, I remember when I was a kid and I would read about something really fucked up that would happen, or, I'd see something fucked up, and I remember thinking there was something wrong with me because I would, physically feel ill, or I would just be really emotional and crying and angry and shit like that because of what I would read that would horrify me. And I remember reading a news story from I think it was 1997, long time ago. But I read a story and I literally felt the whole thing. And I remember thinking there was something wrong with me. For the longest time, I thought there was something wrong with me because, normal people, well-adjusted people or whatever, they'd read a newspaper article and maybe they'd be sad about it for a minute, but then they just move on with their day and continue eating their bagel or whatever the fuck. And I've realized that, you know, I was never the person that was wrong. You know, what I interpreted falsely at the time as being something that was horribly wrong with me, it's actually everybody else that's wrong. People should feel more than they feel. And they wouldn't have to, like, pretend to give a fuck on Twitter if they actually gave a fuck in their real life. And Twitter is nothing but an image game. It's nothing but like a, look at me, I know more than you do, or at least I like to think that. Look at me, I care more than you do, or at least I like to think that. Hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's always completely self-centered. Anytime that you hear somebody and they're like bitching about white privilege or something like that, that's somebody that doesn't know how the world works. That's somebody that just wants woke points. Woke points are very similar to we points. They're totally irrelevant in the real world. Okay? Nobody gives a fuck what you call anybody. Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, does it? You use a racial epithet, you don't use a racial epithet. It really doesn't matter. If you work at a restaurant, you get used to hearing racial epithets all the time. I'll probably take off my marijuana hat. Don't you love this hat? It's so cool. It's so cool. I love this fucking hat. It's so retarded. You should wear that hat when you do comedy sets, because it would just be really, really funny. Like, just the hat in itself is hilarious. Anyway, see, this is how easily amused I am. I'm 34 years old, you guys, but you wouldn't know it. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Are you? Are you really gonna go, or are you just gonna keep saying that and keep talking? No, but I really gotta go inside. I'm already like an hour and a half late. Smell this, you guys. Smell it. Smell it. Oh my God. It's so strong. Yeah, so. I don't think you put that on right. No, I didn't. I didn't put it on right. Maybe I... Nope. Ugh. You're so dumb. I know. You don't have to say it. It hurts. These words hurt. That's the thing. People are so fucking sensitive. Like, if you can't handle hearing something you don't want to hear, or like, so fucking what, dude? I mean, just the stuff that people complain about. It's just unbelievable to me. You're gonna complain because somebody said some shit that offended you? Like, what a fucking pansy you are, you know? So what? So what? People can say what they want. This is a free country, at least that's what they keep saying. That's what they keep telling us. But yeah. If somebody tells you that what you... like, there's something wrong with you, you should always question that, because there could be a lot of stuff that's right with you, and they don't want you to know that. So they want you to think, oh, there's something wrong with me, so I'm going to take whatever they tell me to take. And then whatever was right with you gets discarded, because, you know, that's what they tell you. They tell you that, like, oh, it's good to not have empathy, it's good to not be able to come. You know, that side effects, baby. Those are side effects. It's good to not be able to cry like you used to, you know? It's good to just be a droid that feels nothing. But yeah, just think about that, y'all. That whatever the fuck they tell you, it's probably wrong. It's
probably the exact opposite. They don't want you to know that.
Shit.
You know, I have a bill that I have to pay, and I have no idea where it is. Like, I got it last night, but, it's gotta be somewhere in the house then. I hope so, man. I hope so. I mean, you could always call. You could always call and pay it on, like, you know, you could probably pay it online too, since, you know, you can do everything else online. Why can't you do that? Yeah, it's true. All right, we'll figure it out. Bye.